Hey friends, welcome back to Krusty Cranks, where we make baits and paint lures and all that fun stuff. Okay, so I'm in the middle of doing an order for one of my customers, a regular customer, and I thought I'd grab the camera since I haven't done many recipes lately. Just got that one up there on pumpkin pie, but this is a popular one. If you're selling rubber baits, you know they always ask for this color, or if you're out there and you got your vendor booth set up and everything, and first thing somebody's going to ask you when they come looking at your rubber baits is, do you got any green pumpkin? And so yeah, I thought I would do a little video on the green pumpkin that I'm making for this customer. Now he likes his kind of light. He likes his a little bit more see-through than what I normally do for my packaging. But that's just the cool thing about making custom baits. You can give your customers exactly what they want. So you see me degassing. I got this plastic ready to go, and I have to mix up another cup. So I thought, well, I'll grab the camera and film a little bit of this and give you guys a recipe video. All right, so I'm doing my green pumpkin black flake, and I'm using MF colors, green pumpkin green, non-bleed. It's 3374 times 2. And for this guy, I'm using 40 drops. Okay, so 40 drops. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that's 40 drops. It's just what he likes. He likes his to be a little more transparent. And the thing I like about the MF colors is they are a little more, let's say, less concentrated. So you do use a few more drops, you know, to get the colors deeper and darker. If you're looking for like a solid color, you know, you have to, usually then if I want it really deep and dark, I'll put a drop of black or drop of brown in, or something like that, something that complements the color. But this is where he likes his. Now, if I'm doing my packaging, I'll probably usually add another 10 more drops just to, okay, sorry about that. My camera quit on me for a second there. Okay, so I got 40 drops in here. And if you want to, like I said, if you want it a little darker, you know, just add another 10 drops. We usually do it. And then don't judge it yet till you get your flake in there. All right, so let's get some black flake in there. For black flake, I'm using this Go Create glitter. I think I got it at Hobby Lobby. Works great. Some colors, you know, they don't hold up under temperature, the high temperatures. But this black seems to do really well. And it's just cheap, and I can go get it in like 10 minutes. So I used 3 of these. These are like a little bit, about 1/8 of a teaspoon. So I use, actually I'm gonna do 4 of these, 4 of the little scoops, and then I'm gonna do 1 scoop of small glitter. Same thing, got it at Hobby Lobby, or Wally's, I don't remember which one for sure, but it's usually always readily available. So I'll just do a little less than 1/8 in there, just to fill those little void areas a little bit. And the small and the black mix makes it look pretty cool. So 3 of the big, and I think this is like a 0.35 size glitter, and then this is like a 0.15. But it's what I've been using. Works great. Customers still buying the baits. They like them, so no big deal that I got it. Didn't order it from a dealer. It's just something I like to do that, so in case I run out, I can always run 10 minutes and get some more. I got, I couldn't remember if I mentioned this, but I got 100 to 5 inches to do. and 50 of the 4s and the 6s. And if you didn't watch my last video, I'm using bass tackle, the bass tackle stickworm mold BT stick. I think it's the closest thing. My guy says he likes these. They're just almost like the other guys that you buy at Walmart. You know, that one guy that sells those worms. Pretty darn close reproduction of them. He says he can't tell the difference in them. And no salt. He don't want salt. He don't like salt. He likes the slower fall that you get when you don't have salt in it. So yeah, let's shoot him a few of these and I'll show you. I'm not going to show you doing the whole order. That would be boring. But I did want to just show you my green pumpkin mix. So let's shoot this 5. And my molds are already warm because I've already been shooting some. And that's when it came on me like, hey, why don't you grab the camera, dummy, and make a recipe video, because everybody wants green pumpkin. And usually like what I like to do is I'll go to Walmart and look and see what colors aren't there. You can go to Walmart, you can see all these colors on the rack, full bags, but you go to the green pumpkin and the watermelon red and the black and blue, and they're usually gone. And that's why I don't mind competing with Walmart, because they're usually out of it anyway. Alright, everybody runs down there and buys 10 packs of them or 5 packs of them or whatever's on the shelf. My guy says he likes them because he can call me up and in a couple days he can have basically 300 worms. 250, we'll say, what is it? 100 and 200. 200 worms. So yeah, just thought I'd bring you guys along, show you the green pumpkin mix. And I'm just going to go ahead and jam out, show you a little footage of me jamming out on them. Shoot some 6s, and I'll shoot some 4s, and then I'll shoot 4s and 5s. That way I can do 2 molds at the same time of each pull. I like to throw my sprues in a cup over there. I don't like to keep throwing them back in and reheating them because you will start getting that burnt color. Your plastic will start looking a little brown. Using dead-on plastics, which to me, It works great. They ship me a 5-gallon bucket in a day, and like I've ordered it one day and gotten it the very next day. And that means a lot when you're trying to make a bunch of baits and you're working on orders, and you definitely don't want to run out of plastic and have to wait a week. That's one reason I like that on. I've tried all the other ones. I just had the best luck with these guys. They're a better price on plastic, I think, per 5-gallon, which is what I buy. They've got a bunch of different blends for whatever I want to use. And like I said, I throw my sprues over here in the cup, and I just keep going till I got all my done. And then if I have those left over, a lot of times I'll do some hand pours with them, or just if I mix a new batch and mix up another couple cups, I'll throw some of them in there just to kind of make sure my color blend stays the same over and over. But that's how I do it. It's pretty easy. It's mostly time consuming, and they're, rubber baits are not the most profitable part of your bait business, that's for sure. But everybody asks for them. I was sitting at selling baits at a vendor spot one year, and I guess it was beginning of last year, or 2 years ago now. And the guy asked me, hey, when you gonna start having some soft plastics? Because all I had was crankbaits, plastic painted baits. So in order to sell something, I decided to do soft plastics. And like I said, it's not the most profitable thing. You don't make a lot of profit off of soft plastics, especially when they sell them for $3 at Walmart. But it's part of the business, and I enjoy doing it, and I like making a lot of different colors. So yeah, and my customers can always pick up some green pumpkin black flake when they want. So show you what the 6 and the 4s look like, and then we'll wrap this video up. Okay, here's some 4s. And like I said, I'll shoot 4s and 5s, and then 4s and 6s, because I can usually get 2 full molds out of them. Occasionally it'll be run a little short, but most of the time, perfect. Nice little worm. Here's the 6s. And then I put my molds back together. It helps keep them warm. Just makes for a better shoot if I keep them warm. And usually after a few 3 or 4 hits, they're hot to touch anyway. So I don't feel like I have a need for a hot plate or anything like that when I'm just shooting Senkos. And I usually, if I'm doing 6s, I shoot the 6s first because they eat up the plastic. I usually heat on 2 minutes to start, and then 30-second intervals. It's a nice looking 6-inch worm. BT stick worm, 6-inch is what it is. Green pumpkin black flake. Over here is where I package my baits, lay them all out, put them in bags. So for what I do is I put them on the glass plate or a smooth tray, smooth cookie sheet on the wife's dryer. I don't like to put them in water. I just don't feel the need to it, and it actually tells you in the Dead On Plastics thing not to use water. I think they cure nice just laying them on these nice flat sheets or glass. On these here, I use these after they've cured, and I put them on here for packaging. They've got little ridges on them. You get these at the dollar store for, I don't know, like 5 of them for $1.25 or whatever, and they're all right. But if you lay your hot plastics on there, they will pick up these little dimples. So I don't know if that goes away in time, but you know, once I noticed that, I just started using these trays to stack my baits on to get them counted out and get them ready for packaging. But that's how I do it. Got my bags. Get the clear bags from Barlow's. 2 different sizes. Get a bigger size, and then I got this little heat sealer. Let's see, and I'll show you guys all these baits eventually, all these different styles I got. I'll start doing some mold videos on what I'm using. I use this little heat seal plastic thing here to seal up my bags, especially the ones with garlic and scents on them. I like to seal them up so that way it stays in there and marinates the baits really good. And this thing works really cool. I think it's like 20 bucks. I paid for it, 25 maybe. It's got a shut off. You just push it down, it heats up, and then it'll click, and you know you're done. Take it off. And I'll usually put 2 seals on here. I usually put a seal on the top of my bag up here, and then I'll put one usually around either just past the hook hole or on the hook hole, because it's got a little tear tab on it. I don't know if you can see that on there. It's got a little tear tab on it. Put my sticker on there. Then I got labels. It's fine. I usually just print out these address labels with all my information on them, how many's in there, name, everything. Stick them on the bags. So that's my process, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. Ring that notification bell so you get notified. And always remember, stay crusty, my friends.